know, life is what you make it. You gotta progress. Don't stay in the same spot because of fear. Don't let that interfere. Get what you desire. Let progression take you higher. Nobody believed me when I said that I do strictly rap. Now look at that, your boy got a track with Mickey Factz. Ain't that about it, bitch? I feel like Morgan Freeman on that movie. Now I can check it off my bucket list, but there's a lot more that I need to achieve, like buy a house or find a spouse, succeed and make a seed, which means I gotta progress and I gotta proceed. First thing you gotta do is wake up if you have a dream. So I'm focused on progression every session, constantly thinking to death, cause life is the hardest lesson. Easy to write these rhymes so you have pain and some aggression, to be the worst to leave this earth and not leave an impression. And my grandfather's going blind, I gotta keep my strive alive so he can finally see me shine. Like the Bible, there's meaning behind every line. I'm looking for progression every time. If you play now, then you will suffer later. It's time for progression and doing something greater. Before you help your neighbor, you should do yourself a favor. Progression is the savior. If you play now, then you will suffer later. It's time for progression and doing something greater. Before you help your neighbor, you should do yourself a favor.
Smicky.
Progression is the savior.
What up, dog? This shit is rough. Fuck a frog, cause from the jump I've been trying to strut over the hump for 80 months. That's like 6 years of promises being crushed. That's like mixed fears of trying to be in the tux while on the internet moving links without the cuffs. I did a show in Milwaukee just for the bucks, till the hearts that I touched like surgeons gave me a rush. By the way I said, what up, dog? This shit is rough. That's a punchline within itself, progressive stuff. I remember the first time I met Puff, watching Loaded Lux. He gave me a bottle, I felt plush, but I still ain't making it. Word to Mr. Jaison, my mom need a permanent vacation from Satan. That's work. Outside of that perk, this is my worth. In the words of a verse, amen. See you in church.
If you play now, then you will suffer later. It's time for progression and doing something greater. Before you help your neighbor, you should do yourself a favor. Progression is the savior. If you play now, then you will suffer later. It's time for progression and doing something greater. Before you help your neighbor, you should do yourself a favor. Progression is the savior. I gotta make ends meet. My homegirl pushes sour just to make things sweet. I'm trying to use my tongue so I can fix my teeth, or just try to get enough to get a taste of relief. Sheesh. I'm trying to be the greatest, if I say the least. Just know that even when I made it, I feel obligated to reach the highest destination, highest expectations. It's my time to go, and it ain't no time for waiting. So I'm racing, but I'm pacing, negating all the debating and all the hating, the faking, all the love that was taken to make it, and show the kids around the world that I ain't playing. Actions speak louder than words, so what you saying? But I'm driven on this road of progression. Not perfect, I was swerving, but I'm headed to the right direction. I'm learning, and the aim is to give y'all this instant message. Yeah, it's all about progression. If you play now, then you will suffer later. It's time for progression and doing something greater. Before you help your neighbor, you should do yourself a favor. Progression is the savior. If you play now, then you will suffer later. It's time for progression and doing something greater. Before you help your neighbor, you should do yourself a favor. Progression is the savior.